Hey guys, it's Brian. I just got out of seeing the Venom movie. And this movie has been doing well financially, but it got slammed by the critics. And the general consensus is that it's really bad, and that's why it's really fun to go see it, because it's so bad, and you can enjoy it for its badness. So, what do I think? Well, first of all, I'm going to pretty much avoid spoilers here. I don't need to spoil the movie to tell you what I thought of it, but on the off chance that there is something small I say that spoils something small in the movie, maybe you should just beware, and this is your warning. So anyway, the first 20 minutes or so of the movie, I could not stand. It really was kind of dumb and poorly put together, and I think some of the worst acting I've seen from Tom Hardy. His accent, which is supposed to be a New York accent, is really, really bad, and I just don't think it works. And the way a lot of the dialogue between he and Michelle Williams' character, Annie, is written is also really poor as well. Riz Ahmed, who played Bodhi in Star Wars Rogue One, he is the main villain in this movie, and he was okay. He delivered his lines okay. I don't think he was written particularly well either. But let's be honest here. Most of the people going to see this movie, myself included, are not going looking to see high drama. Even in the current run of the Venom comics, I'm not going in there looking for high drama. I find it sometimes, and Donny Cates does a great job, but that's not why I come initially. It's because Venom is awesome, and seeing Venom in action is really, really, really cool. And this movie delivered that. There's a lot of cheekiness to the Venom symbiote, and that may or may not be your cup of tea. Some people may prefer the more earnest symbiote that we saw in the Costa and Bagley run, and so far in Donny Cates' run of the comics as well. But it was genuinely funny when he was cheeky, and when Venom lets loose, and as you saw in the trailers, when Venom lets loose against another symbiote and its host, it really is really cool thing to behold. And I thought, looking at the commercials, that it might be hard to tell who was who in the battle, but they did a really good job of that as well. And at the end of the day, this movie is it's an action flick with a really cool looking character that can do some really, really, really cool looking things, some creepy and kind of gross things as well. But then it succeeds in that. It doesn't need to be more than what it is and what it does well. And even though I think the first 20 minutes are probably throwaway, I had a really good time with the rest of it. And I would never call it a dramatic cinematic achievement or anything like that, but it's not what it's asking me to think of it. It was a good time at the movies, and I would totally go see another one. So Sony, maybe you didn't get Venom perfectly in the comics, you didn't get Eddie Brock perfectly in the comics, but it was a really fun movie that had some of the things that I love about Venom. And the funny stuff was really funny too. I laughed out loud a couple times. So whatever you may expect about this movie, try to set some of that aside. Come in, see the movie for yourself. Stay all the way through the credits until the very end. One thing I will spoil is that there is a nice extended preview of the upcoming animated Into the Spider-Verse, pretty much at the very end of the credits. So that's worth sticking around for too. That looks really great. But anyway, if you haven't seen Venom, go see Venom. If you have seen Venom, it's probably worth seeing again. Maybe if you grab it on a matinee or something like that. And I'm going to be buying this when it comes out. And I might even see it again before it's out of theaters. So anyway, guys, hope you're doing well. And until next time, I'm Brian Warshaw.